posture called Sukhasana. It's kind of traditionally called easy pose, but I don't like that terminology ever. So sitting on your booty and just crisscrossing your legs. So kind of your shins are stacked in front, one in front of the other. And it doesn't matter which leg stack because we'll switch. So making sure you're seated, rooted, sitting up tall in your spine. And your hands can rest on your thighs or your knees if you'd like. Maybe you let your eyes softly close and your chin can even slightly tuck. Just feel length in your spine. And we're just going to sit here for a few minutes and collect our thoughts, collect our breath and ourselves. And if you want to, and your sitting bones stay grounded, you can start to add on a little bit of a fold here, but I want you to have some awareness of your spine. We don't want to like over super round or hunch in it, just kind of keeping the natural curvature, really focusing more on a stretch in the low back, the lumbar spine, the sacral spine. So you can walk down and instead of, again, caving all the way in, just kind of brace yourself with your hands or maybe forearms, wherever your flexibility, accessibility is. And just breathe. You can breathe in through your nose if that passageway is clear. And the breath can exit through your nose or your mouth. And for the last couple rounds of breath here, option to stay or option to start to walk your hands left or right, right or left. Give a little stretch, a little bit of spinal rotation, some mobility, keeping the sits bones, the pelvis grounded right where it is. When you're ready, just come back through center and then gently walk your spine up one vertebra at a time. And simply we're going to switch sides. So whatever leg was in front is now in back. Crossing the other leg in front, again, just crossing mid shin. And you can sit up tall, you can round forward, up to you. Have some attention, some focus on the breath. Your mind can wander, but try to bring it back to just having a fluid breath. Try to bring some fullness and softness to your breath. In the last couple cycles of breathing right here, perhaps you walk your hands from one side to the other again. And then come back through center. And again, walk your spine upright. It's nice and tall. And tee your arms out wide with your thumbs up towards the sky. Just feel your heart spread, the collarbones widen, maybe even feel a lift as your ribs lengthen up towards the sky, giving that space in between each intercostal muscle and the hips. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to cross the right elbow under the left. Find eagle arms so you can wrap with palms on shoulders if they're tight, or perhaps backs of hands touch, or even double wrapping the arms. And then draw the elbows up in line with your shoulders, lengthen your forearms forward. And thinking cats and cows right here, and your legs are comfortable wherever they're at. If you need to switch, you can switch. It doesn't matter, just sitting tall. On your inhale, reach and arch your back. So reach the arms up. Lengthen your chin up just a little bit, no pressure or pain. Squeeze your belly forward. And on your exhale, thinking cat pose, round your spine, draw the elbows in towards your navel, your chest, chin to chest. And then just repeat twice more, all the way up. And exhale, finding that squeeze, rounding the back. Inhale all the way up, belly presses and opens, reaches forward. And exhale, squeeze and round. And this time, just come up through center and pause with those elbows back at shoulder height. Maybe you look past both of your hands simultaneously, or maybe you just close your eyes and just hold it up. Feel the shoulders, the backs of the deltoids opening, maybe working. Take a breath in. As you exhale, simply draw the elbows down into your chest. A little squeeze, rinsing the lymphatic system around the armpits. And then unwinding, teeing your arms back out. Breathe in. And exhale, left elbow is underneath now for your eagle wrap. Any of the variations that are comfortable for your body. Elbows in line with shoulders. Press the forearms forward. Inhale, reach up. Find your cow pose in your back. Reach open through the heart and exhale, cat pose back, elbows into your chest. Inhale to reach up, open up. Exhale, squeeze and round. Last time, full range. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, squeeze and round. And on your inhale, find that neutral spine, elbows in line with shoulders, just hold. Maybe gazing past your drishti, past your arms, maybe closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hug your elbows into your chest, keeping that neutral spine. Just squeeze the armpits, squeeze the biceps into your torso. Then inhale to your arms back out, unwind, nice little shoulder opening. And then close your fingertips with the thumbs on top. And we're going to gently pretend we have pitchers in our hands. The thumbs would be up, but they're crisscrossed, yeah? We're going to pour those pitchers down, stretching the wrist just a little bit. Reach long, try to soften your shoulders and just feel that stretch, that tension. Also the arms working as you hold them out. Take a round of breath. Nice, and then gently soften those wrists. Open up your fingers now, nice and wide, thumbs to the sky. Bring your thumbs in and then cross and squeeze your fingers on top of your thumbs. Now face your palms down, knuckles are up, and then go ahead and tip your pitchers straight down now, like you're watering a little plant maybe, feeling kind of the lower forearms warm up. Shoulders working a little bit here as we hold the arms out wide. Take a round of breath. And soften your hands down. Nice. Slowly shift forward onto tabletop pose, crossing the ankles and planting the palms underneath your shoulders right here. Nice. All right, friends. So from here, we're going to walk the palms just a little bit forward so we're not directly on our knees, but we have a little bit of a length, a diagonal. And think tricep push-up. We want to warm up our arms. So lower all the way to your belly. Hug your elbows back by your side body. Go all the way down. And tuck your toes as you exhale, press all the way up. We're just tucking our toes to prep for a couple rounds away. Lower all the way down to your belly. Straight arms, press all the way up. And just one more time, inhale, lower all the way down, elbows squeeze back, exhale, press all the way up. Now, we're gonna do that once more, well, 3 more times. You can do this with the knees down, or you can add on that high plank shape with the heels over toes, warming up our strength here in the body. As you inhale, lower all the way to your belly. Exhale, straight arms, press all the way back up. Core is in tight. 2 more times. Inhale, lower all the way down. Exhale, press all the way up. And 1 more time, lower all the way down. Exhale, press all the way up. Nice. Bring your knees to the mat. Big toes to touch behind you, child's pose. Press it back. Lengthen your arms forward. Forehead to the ground. Just think being active here. You can tent up your palms. Press your fingertips down and actively lift and hover your forearms off the mat. And come back to your breath. Nice and deep. And just really think of stretching long through your spine and sending your tailbone towards your heels. Take 1 more full cycle of breath. Lengthen, lengthen. And let that breath go. Nice. On your inhale, press up to your palms. Come into your tabletop pose. And then downward facing dog, hips to the back of the mat. Pedaling it out. Lift and lower your heels. Palms are still doing a lot of work here. Spread nice and wide. Really getting those shoulders up and away from the ears. Side bodies are long. And you can always send your hips to one side, letting the heels pivot. Send them to the other. Just anything that's feeling good for you today. Then come back through to your down dog. Take a deep breath in, lift your heels high. And sigh that breath out, press your heels back towards the mat. Now soften your knees and walk your hands to the back of your mat for your ragdoll pose. You can hinge in half, torso can rest on the thighs, take any binds here, pivot the weight from side to side. Get a little longer in the whole back line of your body as you send your hips skyward. But always taking, the time to ease into your poses. If your hamstrings are tight, hips are tight, keep those knees softened. Nice. Go ahead and release your palms to the ground, friends. Press your left hand right underneath your nose. Bend your left knee. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Keep your right leg as straight as best you can. And balance the weight equally between both of your feet. And you can keep this arm towards the sky. You can bring it to your sacrum or rest it on your low back. And try to look up past your right shoulder. Get your right shoulder out of your ear. Just take a breath in. Stay breath out. Last inhale, fill up with air. And on your exhale, forward fold, release the right hand down, planting it under your nose so we can switch. Bend your right knee. Left leg is straight. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Get all that left side body length. Warm up your hamstring. And place your palm wherever it's most comfortable for you, in your shoulder, in your back, in your neck. Try to look up towards your left shoulder, but anywhere your range of motion is for your neck is fine. Of course, take a deep breath in. Stay and sigh it out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release to that forward fold. Whew, nice. Walk forward into your downward facing dog. And then set that up. Inhale to lift your heels high. Exhale, press your heels towards the mat. Awesome job, friends. Inhale, soften your knees and look forward. And exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Find your first halfway lift right here. Long spine, just like tuck up your chin, shoulders soft down your back. And exhale, fold in half. Drive through your feet on your inhale, reach all the way up, standing mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Inhale, sweep your arms down, around, back, and up. Now on your exhale, open, twist to the right. Notice if your right hip came with you, you want to keep your hips forward. Reach back. You can always place that back hand wherever is most useful, most comfortable for you, most accessible for your shapes. Shift the weight into your toes while you keep your heels balanced. Fire up your quads. Nice. Inhale, reach up, mountain, unwind that. Exhale, open, twist to your left. Same thing, check in with your left hip. Make sure it's forward as equally as your right hip is. Maybe you look back past your left shoulder, whatever feels good. Try to open up between the heart as you keep your left hip driving forward. Inhale, unwind to mountain pose. And exhale, fold right in half. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step back, high plank. And we'll take knees, chin, and chest for our first chaturanga today. So go ahead and bring your knees to the mat, lower down, chin to chest. Then actually unwind and come through for cobra pose. Untuck your toes, lift your heart, lift your knees. Option to find straight arms right here. Press all the way up into your up dog, hover the legs, full breath in. And we'll press up and back, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, soften your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Nice, halfway lift, breathe in. Fold in half, breath out. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, left side, open twist. Inhale, reach for the sky, maybe a little back bend, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, walk, hop, or float it back, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Take it or leave it. You can go through cobra pose if you'd like. Inhale to open your heart up dog. And exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Nice. One more time, little add-on. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold in half, let it go. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to the right. Pause here. Back palm to your sacrum, fingers face down. Start to lower down into your chair pose. Send the booty back. Check that your knees are level with one another. Squeeze, engage the inner thighs. And then really reach through that front palm. Send your booty back. Reach the head forward. You've got a slight twist of your torso. Bicep by ear. Just get long here. But weight is in your heels. Glutes are lit up. Soften your right shoulder. One more breath in. Sit a little deeper, breath out. Inhale, Tadasana, stand up through those heels, rise up, unwind. Exhale, open twist to the left. We've got the same thing, friends. Back palm to your sacrum. Start to send the booty back, find chair pose, get low. Squeeze the butt, try to shimmy the knees back. Really reach through your front arm. You've got a little bit of a twist action happening. Lift your left shoulder and then soften it down your back. Take a breath in. Sit a little bit deeper, breath out, send that booty low. Drive through your feet, inhale, unwind, mountain, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, get long, inhale. And exhale, walk, hopper, float it back, chaturanga dandasana. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Let us move on. Inhale your right leg up and back. And then bend your knee open, scorpion dog. Heel towards your glute. Square off your shoulders. Really root into that rooting flesh in between your thumb and index finger. Looking over your left shoulder, maybe you see your toes. Wild thing, take your toes to the ground behind you and flip your heart up and open. Nice, press through the grounding flesh of your palm, your left thumb and index finger, reach the hips to the sky. Nice. Now here's a fun transition if you want. Start to lift your right knee up, almost like a side plank, and step that right foot through to a low lunge. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Reach for the sky. You can let the hips sink forward here as you reach up and back. Both hips are parallel together. Think scissor the inner thighs. Nice, deep breath in. And stay for that exhale. Now start to come back upright using the inner thighs and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to shimmy forward, flex your back toes, and be more on the low quad, the upper knee. Squeeze that heel and try to use the strength of your hamstring. Lift your heel towards your butt. Level hips. And think drawing that knee towards the front heel to squeeze and also light up the quadricep on that left side. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Take a breath in. On your exhale, slowly release the toes to the ground. Keep them tucked. Reach your arms for the sky. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up, scissor the inner thighs. And now that hip mobility or hamstring might be keeping our knee quite bent. And we'll just work on trying to press that left thigh, back thigh towards the back wall. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, fly open your twists to the right, twisting towards the inner thigh as your hips stay level. And same thing with that arm, you can always bring it to sacrum. Whatever you need to do here is good. Scissor the inner thighs, try to get your spine nice and tall. Nice. Now all together, we will bring our right hand to our sacrum, fingertips face down. As you inhale, start to reach forward here, get long, kind of mimicking like we did in that chair. And when you exhale, bring your left palm down, maybe all the way to the mat. If you have a block, you can place it on a block and shift forward, lift and fly that left foot behind you. Keep your right shoulder twisting over to the right side. Your heart is open to the right. Lift and kick back through your left foot. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Stay breath out. Get a little more length on your inhale, a little stronger in the legs. Forward fold, exhale, two big toes towards the top of your mat. Nice job, everybody. Left foot is your base. Inhale, one leg mountain. Start to rise up to standing. Bring your right knee up with you. Awesome job. All right, using the strength of your leg, maybe you lift your knee a little higher. Flex your toes up, take a breath in. Exhale, kick your heel forward. Inhale, bend your knee. Just like that, 2 more times. Exhale, kick your heel forward, toes up, fire up that right quad. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, kick your heel forward. Nice job. Inhale, bend your knee. Take your right palm to your knee and start to open up the hip. Left hand can stay up, but if you like, you can bring it to your left hip for balance, wherever is good. Just gonna open up the inner thighs. Also challenge our balance. Flex or point your toe, whatever feels good. Try to squeeze and activate that left glute a little bit to really open up the heart and the hips. Awesome. As you inhale, you can release your palm, draw your knee forward, and exhale, 2 feet to the ground. Big breath in, maybe a little standing back bend. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk or hop or float it back, high to low plank, high plank chaturanga, low plank chaturanga dandasana. Got your up dog, breath in, heart forward, down dog, breath out, hips high. Nice, same thing other side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Square your hips off, exhale, scorpion dog, bend your knee, heel to your glute. Root down in the right, flesh in between your thumb and index finger. Wild thing, bring the left toes behind you to the earth, sweep your hips and heart up towards the sky. Find that sweet spot where your shoulder hopefully doesn't have any tension happening in the right. Press through your arm. Now challenge yourself, make this like a side plank so your right little toe is on the mat. Inhale, lift your left knee up, squeeze it up, use the strength of your leg, your core, your glutes. Step forward to a low lunge, left foot forward. Nice, back knee down, inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Melt those hips forward a little bit. Reach up and back, lift the heart, core is reaching up towards the belly and the spine. The spine is what I meant. Core is the belly, yeah. Take a breath in. Stay breath out, maybe melt just a little bit deeper in the hips, right hip flexor to groin. Nice, rise up, bring your hands to your hips. Now 90-degree bend in that front knee, flex your right toes, tuck them into the mat. And come forward just a little bit so you're on the top of the knee, the bottom more of the quadricep, and then draw that heel up using hamstring strength. Squeeze it in. Ooh, squeeze that sucker in. And draw the knee, the right knee towards your left heel to light up the quad at the same time. Feel that baby light up. Can you hug your knee in without touching it a little bit more? Last breath in. On your exhale, slowly release. Keep the toes tucked, arms to the sky, crescent lunge, inhale, rise. And set it up if you need to set it up, or lengthen your stance, your distance, the width, whatever you need. Nice. Big breath in. Exhale, open twist to the left. High on the back heel, try to press your right hamstring towards the wall behind you. Bring your left palm to your sacrum. Start to reach forward with length, keeping your legs forward. Pull your right hip forward. Breathe in. And then exhale, bring your right hand down under your shoulder, plant it, bring your right leg up. You might need to walk the right palm forward now so it stays under your shoulder. Try to maintain some of that twist, look up towards your left shoulder. Activate your legs, try to kick through both feet. Take one more breath in. Stay breath out. Last inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release both feet to the ground. Woo! Right foot is your base, friends. Inhale, standing, one leg mountain, lift the left knee. Try to squeeze it up just a little bit higher. Fire up your right glute. Nice, breathe in. Exhale, kick your heel forward. Flex the toes. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. And last time, exhale, kick. Inhale, bend, and exhale, left hand comes to your knee. Try to keep the right hand up, but you can always bring it to your hip. Open up that left knee to the left side. Trying to keep your heart nice and open, shoulders soft. You can point or flex the left toe, whatever works. Notice if you fire up and squeeze your butt cheeks, if that helps you to push the pelvis forward a little bit, get a little bit more deeper opening across the front of your groins. Nice. On your next inhale, gently without dropping your leg, try to hold it up with strength. Draw it forward. And then exhale, release your feet to the ground. A little back bend to your standing mountain as you breathe in. And fold in half to release all of that. Halfway lift, breath in, long spine. And exhale, walk, hop, or float it back, chaturanga. Maybe you take a cobra here. Whatever you need, peel your heart up and open shoulders back when you breathe in. And downward facing dog with that exhale breath. Let's flow that baby. Nice. Inhale your right leg up and open scorpion. Exhale, wild thing. Bring your toes to the ground behind you. As you inhale, lift your right knee with that strength. Exhale, low lunge, step it down. Whoo, nice, back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Flex your left toes. Exhale, squeeze that hamstring and quad. toes down. Inhale, standing crescent lunge. Exhale, open your twist to the right. Back palm to your sacrum. Inhale, just reach, 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 get long. Feel your back heel lift. And then exhale, plant your palm. Sweep your left foot up and hold. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold in half. Both palms and feet down. Left foot is your base. Inhale, one leg mountain. Bring the right knee up. And just one time, exhale, kick your heel forward. Inhale, rebend the knee. Exhale, right hand to your shin. Open up as you breathe in. Squeeze it back, close, breathe out. 2 feet to the ground. Feel that little back bend. Enter your mountain, breathe in. And exhale, fold it out. Get long in your spine as you inhale. And exhale, walk it back, float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, your up dog, nice call. Exhale, when you're ready, and you get there, down dog. Straight into the other side, left leg sweeps up and opens up, scorpion, level your shoulders. And then exhale, wild thing, bring the toes behind you, lift your hips and heart up, nice. Inhale, squeeze your left knee up, hover it up. And exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Back knee to the ground, Anjaneyasana, breathe in and reach. Exhale, find that hamstring curl, squeeze the right heel up, draw the right knee forward towards the left heel. Bring your knee down, inhale, rise up, standing crescent lunge. Exhale, open your twist to the left side, palm to sacrum, breathe in as you get even longer here, almost like you're gonna fly off the legs. And then exhale, plant your palms, sweep your right heel up, wrap your pinky toe towards the ground, open up your heart, breathe in. Exhale, fold it all down. Right foot is your base, friends. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, kick your heel forward, flex your toes to the sky. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, squeeze and open. Nice. Slowly take it close. Plant your foot, reach up a little back, then inhale. Exhale, fold it out. Halfway lift, squeeze your shoulders down your back. And Chaturanga Dandasana, walk, hop, float it back. Up dog for the breath in. Down dog as you exhale. It's our third time through, so we have a couple little add-ons. Nothing too cray here. On the inhale, sweep your right leg up and open for your scorpion dog. And exhale, wild thing, step your right toes behind you, lift your hips and heart. Here is a change. Take a deep breath in, reach your heart up. When you exhale, keep the shape, but bring your hips to the ground. Reach your right palm towards your left toes, flex your left toes towards the sky. Get a stretch. Nice. 2 more times, friends. Inhale, lift up for that wild thing. Exhale, hips down, reach for the left toes, flex the left leg. Inhale, wild thing. Hips up. Last time, exhale, reach for those toes. Return to your wild thing, breathe in. Lift your right knee up and step forward to your low lunge. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up and back. And then exhale, find your hamstring curl, pause here. Now flex your toes, try to draw your heel towards your butt, light it up. Woo. Now option to bring your left palm to the ground, spread the fingers wide, take your right hand back, maybe a strap here, see if you can capture the outer edge of your foot, the pinky toe side with your thumb facing up. Roll and open your right shoulder. Option 2, pivot your right toes out and let your right knee come out to get a little deeper into the stretch. And the last option here is to bring your left forearm to the ground or even to a block and really get open. It's like twisted, funky lizard. Now, thinking of our quads here, pull your heel in towards your glute. And try to look up past that right shoulder a little bit. Just one more cycle of breath. Nice. When you're ready, gently release your leg behind you. If your right toes are pivoted out, pivot them back in. Flex your left toes. On your inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Nice, nice, slow and steady. Draw your belly in, press your back hammy towards the wall, reach through the crown, take an inhale, and open twist to the right when you exhale. Now you can do the next shape the same, or just go right into revolved half moon. Maybe you use a block under your left palm as you pivot down. You can grab it now or have it set up. Take a breath in, start to reach. And as you exhale, start to pivot those hands and fly off the left leg. And if you are using a block, you want it under your palm, which is right under the left shoulder. You can bring that right hand down to your low back, your sacrum, whatever you need. Try to keep a little bit of that twist action happening in the torso. Try to look up to the side, maybe even check your balance with your drishti and look past your right shoulder. You lift your left heel in line with your left hip. Stay for a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Last inhale. And then forward fold on the exhale, gently unwind, come all the way down. Awesome work, friends. Left foot is base. Inhale, one leg mountain. Bring your right knee up. And just for shits and giggles, kick your heel forward. Inhale, bend your knee. And then this time as you exhale, bring your right hand to your inner thigh, big toe grab, or use a belt, so strap. Breathe in as you squeeze the knee in and up. And breathe out as you kick your heel forward. And stay here or slowly open up to the right. Maybe your left hand opens up to the left, so you can feel the shoulders soften down your back, can feel open. Option to look past your left shoulder. Keep flexing the right toes. Your leg might be more bent, that's fine. Getting that hamstring mobility, friends. It's awesome. Let's work on pressing the heel forward, shoulders down the back, standing tall on the left leg. Nice. And from here, take your right foot into tree pose. Maybe you gently glide it to your inner thigh, or you slide it down to your calf or kickstand it on the earth. Wherever you're at, know you can do any choice with your arms. You can bring them to your heart, Anjali Mudra, or make any other hand shapes, grow your branches, whatever feels right in your body. And connect in with your breath. Settle your drishti, your attention, on a single focal point, or perhaps try closing your eyes and just see where your balance and focus and energy shifts and takes you from there. Nice. Last breath in. Last breath out. Now, if you have branches grown anywhere, bring those sprouted branches back to your heart. Start to draw your right knee forward. And then plant your foot on the ground. Inhale for Tadasana, a little back bend if you want it. Exhale, fold it in half. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hide a low plank, walk up or pop it back, friends. You got it. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You know right where we're going, left side. Inhale, scorpion dog, lift your left knee up and back. And exhale for wild thing, bring those toes to the ground, sweep your hips and heart up towards the sky, breathe in. Exhale, dip your hips low, flex your right toes, left hand reaches towards those toes. Twice more, inhale, wild thing, sweep it up and back, press through your left foot. Exhale, hips down, reach for the toes. One more time, inhale, heart to the sky. Last time, exhale, reach for those toes, hips to the earth. Wild thing, here it is. Lift up your heart. Draw your left knee up and step it forward. Low lunge. And back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Sweep the arms up. Let the hips melt. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, squeeze the heel up. Hamstring activation. Quad lit up. Option to take it further. Right palm to the ground. Left hand circle sweeps up and back. Try to capture the outer edge of your foot with your thumb up, but you can always capture the inner part of your foot. Internally rotating the right inner thigh to try and keep the knee and hip in one line and not cause any harm to the knee joint. Maybe you walk your left toes out as they follow your left knee as it melts out to the side. And lastly, if you'd like to, melt down to your right forearm, elbow under the shoulder, go a little bit deeper into those hips. Find your breath, try to look past your left shoulder. Draw your heel towards your glute. Feel the quad stretch. Keep flexing your toes. Nice activation. One more cycle of breath. Last inhale. As you exhale, gently release your knee down to the floor of the leg. Pivot your left toes back in. Flex the right toes. Get ready. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up. Nicely done. Deep breath in. Exhale, open twist to your left. Having your block ready, if you'd like to use it, revolve to half moon. Start to lift off your right foot. Left toes, left foot is your base. Tick-tock those hands to 6 and 12. Maybe a block is hanging out under your right shoulder. Try to maintain a little integrity in the twist. Twist happening at the shoulders, friends. Kick through your right leg, the right heel. Feel the glute light up, the hamstring as you lift it up a little bit higher. Take a breath in, lengthen your body, your spine. Take a breath out. Try to add a little bit of kink, of oomph onto that twist. Last breath in. And exhale, unwind, forward fold. Amazing job. Right foot is now your base. Inhale, one leg mountain. Bring a strap with you if you want it. And exhale, kick your heel. Inhale, rebend. And then left arm floats down. Capture your big toe or use that strap. Breathe in as you hug that knee in up. And exhale to give that nice kick forward. Yeah, Kirsten. Option to stay, option to lengthen out to the sides. Nice call, I see you. Jacob, awesome work. And try to soften your shoulders, open the heart. Maybe look past your right arm. Check out your neighbor if they're over there. Keep flexing the left toes, lengthening through the legs, letting the pelvis, the groins, the hip flexors open up. Nice. On your next inhale, kind of bring it all the way back. Oh, take it into tree. Oh yeah, there's a tree right here. Plant your foot into your inner thigh, or maybe slide it down to your calf, or kickstand it onto earth and find your hand placement. Anjali Mudra, hands at heart, or anything that's calling to you. Settle in. A few rounds of breath. Where do you need to firm up your body? Isometric squeeze. Where can you soften? Maybe it's your eyelids or bringing in a hazy gaze. This last cycle of breath. Nice. And bringing your hands back to heart center if they're anywhere else. Maybe getting rid of a strap if you have it. Start to bring your left knee forward. Use the strength of your body. And then plant both feet to the earth and pedal it out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Maybe that back bend. And exhale, fold it in half. Breathe in for the flat back. And then step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, friends, pedal it out. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes like cobra pose. We're going to set it up. Cactus your arms out nice and wide. We're going to light up our posterior chain on the back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift and squeeze your legs, your arms, your elbows back. Try to fly the chest up. Try to fly your thighs up. Just like that. We're going to lower and exhale, lift and squeeze. Take it down and exhale, lift and squeeze. Engage the glutes, the whole back line of your body. Reach long through the crown of your head. Your gaze is soft and at the top edge of your mat. Feel the shoulders activate as you squeeze down. Last 4. Lower, exhale, 3. Release. Last 2. Breathe in. And last 1, hold it at the top. Hold it right here. Hold it up for 4, 3, 2, and release on 1. Whoo, forearms can become a pillow. Shimmy your hips side to side or windshield wiper your legs to release your low back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Go ahead and press in your palms. We're gonna melt back to child's pose, but I'd like to use our 2 blocks right here for our triceps. On any setting, I like the big setting. Knees wide, big toes touch behind you. Set the blocks up about shoulder width. Take your elbows there so your forearms, or your upper arms rather, can rest, and find those prayer hands. And then when you get to that comfortable spot where you can melt down and back without these tipping all over, just try to let your forehead melt between the blocks. Maybe your thumbs touch the back of your neck or shoulders, or they hover somewhere overhead. Lengthen the body, stretch across the pectoral muscles, the triceps, stretch in the chest, the belly. One more cycle of breath. And when you're ready, gently release and walk yourself out of it. Place the blocks off to the side. Come into downward facing dog. And pedal it out a little bit. Nice, friends, you're awesome. And inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step between your hands. Pivot your back foot down for warrior 1. And inhale, rise up. Walk your hands to your thighs. Settle in on the hips. And eventually reaching your arms overhead. Really root down through the left foot. So you can feel the left hip flexor open up as you're drawing your hips forward and getting that back leg stretch. And start to bring your hands down by your sides. Take a bind, interlace your fingertips, and squeeze your shoulders down your back. Try to maintain the integrity of your legs. Draw your fists down, lift your heart up a little, back bend. Inhale, breath. And exhale, humble warrior, fold over your front thigh. Squeezing the fists together, reaching up towards the sky. Maintaining your shoulders lifted up and away from the ears. Let your crown of head hang heavy towards the earth, chin slightly tucked towards your chest. Make sure your left heel can stay grounded. If it's lifting, possibly just walk forward a couple inches with that back heel. Draw your navel in and up. Make sure your right knee's still tracking forward over the big toe and the index toe. Another round of breath. Nice. Now, halfway up on the inhale, come up about halfway and draw and squeeze the shoulders straight back behind you, the fists straight back behind you. Maintain the legs, pull your left hip forward, your right hip back. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, release the bind, low lunge, hands to the ground, and then bring your back knee to the ground. Now going into a couple lizard variations. So your foot is right in between your palms for low lunge. Yeah, that's awesome. Keep your foot there. Bring both of your hands to the inner side of your foot, the inner arch. Now, maybe you lower to a left forearm if that's accessible, and you can walk your left knee out a little bit. Start to bring your right palm to that right calf and try to work the shoulder underneath the arm. Now, you might want to use blocks for your palms here. That's fine. So first round here, now your right palm's planted on the outer pinky toe side edge. You can lift up to both palms, keep your foot grounded, and lift the back knee to come into lizard lunge. Nice. Drawing your right knee in towards your shoulder so it's not bowing out. Option to reach and hover both of your arms back to fly. Maybe you take a bind with your right hand on the outer thigh, left hand to the low back, squeeze the shoulders down your back for that bind. And then you can release that bind if you tried it out. Bring your back knee down to set up. Re-get this leg stuck over your arm. Lift your heel, maybe using blocks under the palms. We want to lift the back knee, squeeze like a hook this right foot underneath you, point it back, point the toes. Shimmy forward. You want to get a real nice reach forward through your chest and heart. Hug the elbows in, maybe lifting that back leg up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant it down. Slowly unwind. Take a child's pose, like a chill pill. Take a child's pose. Send the hips back. Maybe you need a little wrist therapy. You can roll your wrists or flip your palms up towards the sky. Elbows can be wide. 2 rounds of breath. Deep, full inhales. Side out exhales. 1 more round. Nice. As you are ready, friends, rise up to your tabletop. Make your way to downward facing dog. Take a round of breath, get your shoulders up out of your ears, press the hips to the sky, the backs of your thighs towards the wall behind you. When you're ready, inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms, warrior one. Back heel pivots down, slowly rise. Make sure your hips are forward. Some folks really like the heel and arch or heel to heel alignment, like you're on a tightrope. And other folks prefer more like a set of train tracks, just wherever you're at, it's good. When you're ready, find that bind. Interlace your fingers, shoulders draw down your back. And then squeeze them down as you lift your heart, maintain the legs, keep them strong. And then fold for your humble warrior. Crown of head dives down, squeeze the arms up towards the sky like you're holding on to something. Draw your belly in. Pull your right hip forward in line with your left hip. Couple breaths. Maintain that left knee tracking in and over the big toe and the one next to it. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Use the strength of your core, the strength of your legs. Really draw your right hip forward. Reach your fists back, shoulders out of the ears. Reach through your crown. You're looking at the top of your mat. Take one more full breath in. And on the exhale, low lunge, release your bind and readjust your back foot. And you can always bring the back knee down to set up a couple of these lizard lunges if you'd like. So bring both your palms in to the inner arch side. Slowly lower your left arm and shoulder underneath, capturing that left thigh a little bit. Work your way underneath there, and then plant both of your palms, and now framing your foot. Lift your back knee up, so you've got this nice lizard lunge. Left knee tracking forward over the toes. Option to walk your hands back towards your feet, but V'd out. Maybe you lift them up off the ground like a little flying airplane right here, flying lizard. Maybe taking a bind behind you, interlacing fingers, shoulders squeezing down your back, hugging the left knee in. Nice. From here, maybe we attempt flying lizard. Option to bring the back knee down as your hands release. You can use blocks underneath your hands if you'd like, but your hands stay here. Lift that heel up, hinge forward, start to bring your back knee up if it was down. Hug your elbows in to frame your torso. Get that real pointed foot hook happening straight back underneath you. Shimmy your hips forward, your heart forward. Maybe that back foot lifts off the ground. You can always bend it. Broken branch right here to help with the balance. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly place it down. Nice job, everybody. Take a child's pose. Again, if you want blocks under your hands, just stretch your chest. Stretch the arms, go ahead. Find about 4 deep cycles of breath. And just take one more full, filling, nutritious breath in. Sigh it out. When you're ready, start to lift your torso up, blocks off to the side. We'll come into tabletop pose, and maybe you cross your ankles, really activate your arms. We're gonna kind of like hop lift through to a seat. And press up and just gently slide them through. Nice. And lower to your back for a bridge pose. All the way down. When you get here, planting your feet, hips width apart with the palms pressing into the ground, shoulders walk down your back. Really press your feet down. If you have any knee issues and you just know it, you can always try squeezing a block here today or placing a block on the mat in between your feet. You can squeeze onto that block to help isolate the knees in line with the hips. It's just if you need it or want it. When you're ready, lift your hips to the sky, walk your shoulders down your back. Option to take a bind here, press your forearms down either way, bind or no. Keep your gaze at the sky, lift and open your heart. Stretch through the core. Press your heels down. Press the balls of your feet down. And start at the little toes, press each toe, working its way into the big toe, right into the mat. Just really feel anchored in your base. Press up even more. Full deep breath, chin off of chest. One more full cycle of breath. And slowly release it back to the ground, starting from the up back to the middle back and to the low back. And perhaps you like today to take your feet wide, let your knees cave in on one another. Maybe bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your stomach, or just take your hands out wide. Neutral spine. We have one more option round for bridge. If you want to take wheel pose, it'll be there for you. Nice. So go ahead and start to walk your feet back into hips distance apart. Take yourself into bridge, or if you want wheel, plant your hands by your shoulders, fingertips facing down by your hips. When you're ready, press into your palms, rise up to the crown of your head, rest the crown of your head on the mat, and then press up through straight arms, lift your hips all the way up. Karen, that's awesome. Nice, Kirsten, amazing. And Jacob, I love the choices, friends. Awesome job, everybody. Maintain your breath, press your feet down. You can even walk your toes in or lift your heels. One more cycle of breath. And when you're ready, slowly come out the way you came in, lower to the crown of your head, bend your elbows, up back, mid back, low back. Nice. Take your feet wide, knees can cave in on one another. Palm placement wherever you'd like. A couple deep, fulfilling rounds of breath. Nice, and then start to walk your feet back in, hips width distance apart. Supine figure four for your hips. Take your right ankle over your left thigh. And flex your right toes in. You can keep your left foot on the ground or hover, squeeze your left knee into your chest. Maybe thread the needle, capture your shin or your hamstring. Just softening your spine, your torso, shoulders, back of head into the earth as you deepen into your hips, your legs a little bit here. Couple nice deep rounds of breath. One more cycle of breath. And as you exhale, prepare to switch it out, taking your left ankle now over your right thigh. And same thing, flexing the toes. Right foot can maintain its integrity on the ground or squeeze the right knee into your chest. Going deeper into the left outer hip. Make sure you flex your feet, maybe thread your hands through to shin or thigh. And just remember to maintain some softness in the shoulders. Smooth out your brow, soften your face. Another cycle of breath. Nice, friends. And as you unwind, legs up the wall, just extend your feet straight up above your hips, shoulders down your back. Option to flex and point toes or roll your ankles here, just letting some fluids release and drain from the legs, any swelling, all of that good stuff. And if you want to go deeper, you can stay right here, legs up the wall. There's some other options. If you wanted, you can plant your feet like bridge and send a block underneath your hips. Or if you wanted plow pose and shoulder stand, they're here for you also. So option for plow, start to press into your palms. Take your feet overhead, eventually lifting your hips. Maybe your feet get to the floor behind you. You can bend your knees towards your ears. And start to support under your hips with your hands, keeping the natural curvature of your neck. Finding any more depth that you want for shoulder stand if it's in your practice. And perhaps if you make it there, maybe you try out some eagle leg variations today, but try to keep your core up nice and tight and try to keep your gaze towards your navel. If you try on something like eagle legs here, make sure you switch it out for the other side and squeeze the inner thighs. Really active through the legs. And just slowly starting to find your way back to plow if you were up at the sky. And then lowering yourself back to legs up the wall. Then eventually to your arms out wide, bend your knees to your chest and release your knees to the right side of your mat for a stacked knees supine twist. And then look upward to your left, shoulders melting down. The twist is happening in the upper body, in the shoulders. Keep the core slightly engaged right here. And on your next inhale, draw your knees up, use the strength of your legs, and then melt them over to the left side. Take your gaze towards the sky or over to the right shoulder grounded. You can always squeeze your knees in up towards your left arm a little bit more. See if that deepens the twist for you or not, if it feels like someplace you want to settle into for the next couple breaths. And then with your inhale, draw your knees back through center. Bend your knees towards your ribs for happy baby pose, capturing your thighs or your feet. And just add on any organic movement here. Remember to soften your face, smooth your brow. Get playful with your legs or that gentle swaying motion across the low back. Sacrum, little massage. Maybe you draw your feet together for butterfly pose, give them a little squeeze and try to draw your feet in towards your torso to stretch the hip flexors and groin a little bit more. If that feels good, you can still have some movement here. When you're ready, we'll make ourselves to a tight little ball pose. Squeeze it all in, nice and tight. Oh, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and release to Shavasana. Take up space. Shoulders walking down one final time down your back. Just letting it all go. And noticing how your body feels after your movement, your breath. And as I mentioned, we're talk about self-love. What better place to bring it in than Shavasana? Reading from this book, I'm reading The Gift of Self-Love. One way to really start formulating more self-love is by writing your own or having your own vision statement. It's like your mission statement for self-love. You've got to mean it. And some questions to ask yourself would be, what does self-love look like to you? And how do you want to feel about yourself? And what things do you see yourself doing once insecurities don't get in your way anymore? Other things like, what clothes would you or would you not wear? Where would your relationships be like? What kind of career moves might you make? And that's the place to start, by just recognizing any changes you might want to have. All right, friends, thanks for today. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes to reawaken. Roll wrists and ankles. Big good morning stretches are there for you if you want them. And always that option to hug your knees in, squeeze it all out. Maybe roll to your favorite side. No rush. You can stay in your Shavasanas, of course. And then if you're ready, make your way to that comfortable seat. Maybe a couple shoulder rolls down your back. And then forward. If you'd like to do a little neck work real quick before we close out, make fists with your hands, draw them under your chin. And have this like feedback, this like pressure of the fists up and the chin down, and just bow your chin, press up gently, bow and lift. One more time, bow and lift. Then interlace your fingers, elbows wide. Press your head back in your hands and then gently press forward. You can think a little bit of cat-cow right here. Press back, press forward. Last time, back and forward. Nice. And then take your right hand towards your upper temple area and press your head towards the right of your hand and gently press it back up. So you've got tension both ways without any strain in your neck. About 3 times to the right. And switch it out. Left heel of hand to the temple. Press your left head, side, ear down towards the shoulder and press it back. So you've got this isometric pressure, equal. Press. Last time. Press. Nice. Now, with that warmed up a little bit in the neck, if you'd like to, really gently pick one direction, 3 neck rolls. Nice and slow. Range of motion is up to you here. Go back, side to side, tip forward, chin to chest. One more time till you've done 3, and then we will pause and switch directions 3 times on the other side. Take your time here. Again, it's exploring your own range of motion. If it doesn't feel good, do not do it. One more time. Pause when you're done. Chin can bow down into your chest. Hands are welcome to join me at Heart Center, Anjali Mudra. Thanks so much for being here. You're all amazing. Have a beautiful day, and namaste.